everybody. It's 6:08 a.m. I haven't been asleep. Today I'm feeling depressed. Yeah. Or sad. I think that is possibly the best answer. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Nobody knows all my secrets. Nobody knows all the weird things I've done. All the things I wish I could take back. All the thoughts in my head. The loneliness I feel. Nobody knows everything about me. There's no one I can tell every little thing. No one I can bear everything to. And have them not judge me for it. I told Darnell some stuff that I probably shouldn't have told him. And he called me weird. And I think that hurt more than anything else. I started hearing stuff. And the house is so quiet. I can hear stuff. It's scary. That I'm becoming. That I'm reaching that point in my life again. So, I've been really depressed for the last couple of weeks or so. Today in particular, I asked my uncle what he thought about my aunt getting married. And, you know, he was like, the dress makes her look a little fat. And I'm like, no, that's Christina. Christina's just fat. And he said, that's okay because she has somebody, she's married, so it doesn't really matter. And for those of you that don't know, and I'm pretty sure everybody who listens to my podcast knows that I'm not a small person. I weigh, I think, maybe 220. So I'm pretty big and I have a huge stomach. And so, even though he wasn't trying to be insulting, the first thing I thought was, so I have to lose the weight for somebody to like me? For somebody to even just like me, even a little bit. And then I started to get a little worried about my mentality because it seems like it didn't matter if anybody loved me or not at this point in my life. And I wondered if the need to be needed and to be wanted by somebody or something started to outshadow that part of myself. And I don't want it to be like that. And so I started to think about how I was always alone and how nobody really cared about me. Nobody really needed me. Nobody really wanted me around. And I just started going to that really dark place. You know? That really dark place that was like part of who. That really dark, weird place that was part of who I am, but I don't like that part of myself. I don't know if you guys can hear me, because I'm talking pretty low, but that feeling, it's not a good feeling, you know, when you feel like crap, and nobody really cares. You can't really tell anybody, because nobody really notices. Nobody really listens. And when you tell people stuff, They judge you for it. And I got tired of being judged for it. And so I stopped telling people stuff. I stopped talking to people. I started keeping a lot to myself because it didn't make sense to tell anybody when all they did was judge me for it. The weird shit I had done when I was in high school that I'm not really proud of, but I did it anyway. What's done is done and I can't fix that. But when I tell you something, I don't want you to judge me for it and tell me I'm weird. I want you to accept that part of me because it is and will probably always be a part of who I am. It's just, there's never gonna be, for me, I don't think there's ever gonna be someone who just accepts me for me because I'm just too weird. I'm just too anything. I'm not even really, if I thought about it the way that I usually think about it, I'm not even really human. And that becomes really hard for me because when I was in high school, I thought of myself as a demon. Like, literally, when I was in high school, I was addicted to chat rooms. And whenever I went in a chat room, my name always had something to do with angels and demons. And that was what I always thought of myself as. And the problem was, I would always try to turn off my emotions. And even now, I try to do that because I get tired of dealing with being this sappy, depressed person all the time. And I just wish I could turn it off. You know? But, yeah. I'm just, I'm so tired. So tired of dealing with myself. I'm tired of going to therapy and nothing's working. Like, there's literally no one I trust enough to tell every little thing about myself. Not a therapist, not my mama, not my daddy, not my grandmother, not my grandfather, not my aunt, not my uncle. Nothing. Nobody knows everything I think about. And the problem I'm having especially is when people try to tell me what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, and the first thing I tell them is, you don't know shit about me. You only know what I tell you. You don't know what the fuck's going on in my head right now. You don't know how messed up I am. You don't know how your words affect me, and when I try to tell you, you don't listen. You don't care enough to listen to what I'm trying to tell you. And so I've just resigned myself to that feeling that I'm just going to be alone for the rest of my life because I don't see a point in being with somebody and I'm just not happy. It's kind of like having followers on Twitter and, they want that free follow back. And I'm sorry, but you're not going to get that from me, If you follow me on Twitter, unless I know you, you're not gonna get a follow from me because I don't know you like that. So I can't do that. But yeah, I just feel like I just feel really bad and really sad all the time. And I thought I'd sit here and talk about it a little bit. But as soon as I started recording, I forgot exactly what I was gonna say to explain how I feel. I mean, I'm crazy, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Yeah. Other than I'm really unusual and I'm just really sad right now and I didn't have anybody else to talk to, so I decided to start recording and talk to a computer screen and hope and pray that makes me feel better. You know? And that's all I can say. Anyway, um, I want somebody I can talk to all the time. Not some of the time, not when they're free. I don't want to have to worry about being weird. I don't want to have to worry about not showing affection. I don't want to have to worry about not having him kiss me, hug me. I don't want to have to worry about does he like me or not? Does he love me or not? I don't want to worry about that. I just want somebody just for me. Somebody that can help me fix myself because I'm not doing too well on my own. I need some kind of support, and I'm not going to get that from my mom or my dad or my aunt or any type of family member, any type of friend. It has to be that kind of person because I'm an emotional person. I can admit that. Even though I don't like that aspect of my life, it's not something I can change. Being emotional is not a bad thing. So for anybody who thinks I think that's a bad thing, you're wrong. It's just something I don't like about myself. And it seems like no matter how hard I try, it doesn't go away. And so it's not gonna change. It's that aspect of me that I can't change and I just have to deal with. And so I need you to understand that I don't want a friend. I don't want a family member. I have enough of those. I want somebody who knows me well enough to call in the middle of the night just to make sure I'm okay or just to make sure I'm sleeping because most likely I'm up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and I pass out about 11. I want somebody to call me because they were checking my Facebook page and they wanted to make sure I was okay. I want somebody who will show up at my house unannounced because they were worried about me, because they were coming to drag my lazy ass out of my fucking house because they knew that unless they came and got me, I wouldn't leave. I want somebody who knows me like that, and is that so hard? I want somebody who cares about me, who loves me, who wants to marry me, who I don't have to worry about thinking I'm fucking weird. And I've said this multiple times because everybody thinks I'm weird. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. I just want that one person who doesn't think that about me. I want to talk about having kids with that person and not have them looking at me like, why are you rushing? I want fucking kids! For God's fucking sake, I want a dog. I want to live on my own. I want somebody to help me because I can't help myself right now. I'm so beat and I'm tired and I'm worn and I'm just sick and fucking tired. And I know a lot of you out there have felt up this way. So don't tell me I'm just fucking lazy. You know what it's like to be sick and tired. You know what it's like to have somebody pick you up off the ground because you can't pick yourself up. That's what I need. Right now. That's what I need right now. And I'm not gonna, sit up here and bear myself just because you think it's amusing. I'm not gonna create weird content because I don't have the patience for it. I don't. Oh my God. Did this motherfucker just follow me? Did this motherfucker just favorite my tweet? Who the fuck names themselves Satan? Who the motherfucking fuck named themselves Satan? Let me make one thing clear. Regardless of how much I complain and whine and piss about God, I am a fucking Christian. Fuck you and your satanic shit. That's what you believe, that's good and well and dandy. But don't get me involved, motherfucker. I will fucking fuck you up, I promise you. And yes, I am cursing. I am at that point in my life where I am stressed out. So don't tell me what to do on my podcast. So if you don't like the cursing, you can just leave. Most likely it won't happen a lot. And I'm going to try to keep it down for the fact that I want teenagers to hear this conversation and to understand that you're not the only one out there who's fucked up. I've done a bunch of dumb shit. From the time I was in second grade up to now, I have done some dumb shit and a lot of shit I regret and I wish I could tell people about, but if I told people about it, they would think I was weird and crazy. And to be frank, I was. I mean, I don't know what else you want to hear, but I was straight up nutso in high school because I didn't have anybody to talk to. I was by myself all the time. I was always in the library. The librarians were my friends. I worked in the library, and I made friends that way, and that was the only thing I could do. And the reason there is a tag that says demons is because that was part of my life experience as a high school student. And the reason this podcast came about is because I started to feel like I was back in high school, and that's how I felt. I felt alone, and I felt inhuman, and I thought I was a demon, and I was crazy, and I was honestly waiting for somebody to come kill me and send me to hell, and I'm still waiting for that, but nobody's done it yet. And so I don't know what you guys want to hear, but y'all be listening to some of my weird podcasts, and I just be like, that's what's popular right now, and yeah, so that's just how I feel, and I wanted to get that out, and now I'm sleepy, so I'm gonna go to sleep, and I hope you guys have a good day, evening, nighttime, whatever time it is there for you. I hope the rest of the day goes well for you. And I hope you have a good life. Until next time, people, goodbye.